What happens after a legislative committee report is approved by members? Imagine a complex journey that begins with detailed analysis and ends with impactful decisions shaping laws and policies. When a legislative committee report receives approval from members, it marks a significant milestone in this process. But what exactly unfolds next? Let's explore the steps that follow this approval, providing clarity on how legislative procedures move forward. Once members approve a committee report, the document becomes part of the official legislative record. This approval indicates that the committee's findings, recommendations, or proposed actions have gained formal support from the legislative body. The next step often involves the report being scheduled for debate or consideration on the legislative floor. During this stage, members of the legislative chamber review the report's contents, discuss its implications, and may propose amendments or modifications. This debate allows for a thorough examination of the recommendations and ensures that all perspectives are considered before a final decision. Following floor debate, the report may be subject to a vote. If the legislative body votes in favor, the recommendations or proposed legislation outlined in the report are typically forwarded to the next legislative stage. This could involve being sent to the entire chamber for approval if it originated from a committee, or to another legislative chamber if the process involves multiple bodies. The voting process is crucial because it determines whether the recommendations will become part of the legislative agenda or be enacted into law. In some cases, the approved report may lead to the drafting of actual legislation or amendments based on its recommendations. Legislative staff or legal experts work to translate the report's suggestions into formal bills or statutes. These drafts then go through additional review, committee hearings, and further debate before they can be passed into law. If the report pertains to policy recommendations rather than specific legislation, the next steps might involve executive agencies or officials implementing the suggested actions. This could include developing regulations, allocating resources, or initiating programs aligned with the report's findings. Throughout this process, transparency and communication are vital. Updates are often provided to the public and stakeholders to ensure accountability and foster informed participation. Ultimately, the approval of a committee report by members sets in motion a series of procedural steps that can lead to the creation of new laws, policies, or administrative actions, shaping the future landscape of governance and public service.